This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Range Rover. It is a 2003 Range Rover HSE, 4.4 liter V8, four-wheel drive. It was a dealer trade-in to the Finley Toyota of Flagstaff new car dealership. And it's got really low miles, which I'll show you, verify on CARFAX, 74,948 miles. Anyway, we brought it here. We checked it out, and this is what we know about it, what we did and what we know. Oil and filter were changed, air filter was changed. Note, driver front shock, of course, it's a Rover, right? Driver right front shock has a slight leak. When parked, it will leak out in about 1 hour. The left front shock, not the lines to it, but just the left front shock. Shock replacement is required to make it perfect. Aftermarket shock is $250 and 3 hours of labor. Factory shock is $500 and 3 hours of labor. Does it really need it? My guy's right. Unless you care about it leaning when parked a while, it doesn't need it, because it does what it's supposed to do while you're driving, and you know, probably doesn't need it. All right, I think that's a waste of money, but we will tell you everything we know about the vehicle. That's how we roll. Okay, anyway, the other thing you need to know about these things is we are not experts. We have a lot of trucks. We are not experts on these. There's a million gadgets in these things. Whoever's the owner is the owner. We could take this to the Manheim auction here in Tucson and sell it in a heartbeat, and not have any hassles. It's a nice car. We want our people to have nice cars. It's going to be very inexpensive, but you're the owner on day one, because there's just so much going on in these things. We just don't want the phone call that this button doesn't work, that knob doesn't work. You know, one of these decides not to work, we get yelled at. We're not doing that. So if you need a perfect car, I think they sell Range Rovers like this, brand new 2020s, for about 80 or 90 grand. That's what you need. If you need something that runs pretty good and hopefully all the bells and whistles work fine, when I do this video, I'll run through as much as I can figure out how to work, but there's just so much crap. I tried to learn it. I spent about 15 minutes inside it before the video, and I just quit. I'm like, God, hopefully we get some guy who's an expert on Land Rovers, and I mean, they even got the little emblem here. Who's an expert on Land Rovers and knows what the hell's going on here. But I'm pretty sure this was very cutting edge back in the day. And because it's a Rover, it's gonna have its unique things going on, you know? So we just don't want the drama. So we're not gonna do that, all right? But boy, is it pretty. You know, it looks like a less than a 70,000 mile vehicle. So there's a, see, there's a door there you can open here. Before I open the bottom half, I'll show you the paperwork we have. First of all, here's the Kelley Blue Book on the Rover, with 74,948 miles. Typical listing price would be $61,222. That seems really low, by the way, with a range of 4,400 to 6,300. Here's your Kelley Blue Book. There's the VIN for an 03. Excellent condition, which it is. History of events affecting this vehicle's value. They say it's worth $9,880 based on the CARFAX of what's happened with this vehicle in its past. All right. So let's see. No title problems. That's good. Let's see. Here's that damage note. It says 9/26 of 03. It says left rear. All right, when I close this, we'll stare at that for a second. It's not an accident. It says damage. They might have backed into something and gotten it fixed, but I don't see anything back there. Back here. So there you go. In 19, it has 71,000 miles. 4/10 of 20, it's got 74,930. And then we bought it 74,948 miles. Okay, those are actual miles. Here's the title that the person who traded into Finley. There's the VIN. Jeffrey, saving his name there. All right. He traded it in to CJF Arizona LLC, DBA Finley Toyota. He traded it into them. Jeffrey traded it into them, and then they sold it to Wheel Kinetics with 74,948 miles. Okay, so there's the paperwork, right? This on the ground here. All right, let's see. And then this thing goes like this. I don't know why there's an extra set of pretty nice mats in here. And then underneath here is your spare and all that stuff. Okay. So left rear, that'd be driver rear. And I don't see anything. I see a little rub right here. Maybe that's it. This looks like an original taillight. I don't see anything going on there paintwork wise. Probably just bumped into something and he was kind of anal and he wanted to get a check for insurance and for that little rub mark, I guess. All right, start the vehicle. Okay, so right here it says 74,952 miles. Okay. Should have practiced opening the hood because I don't even know where the hood release is on this thing. Huh. That's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. It's probably in here somewhere, huh? There it is. Right there. Boom. All right. It's Adriatic blue would be the color. By the way, it's about 104. And that is smoke over the Catalinas. It's been burning for a week or so. All right. There's your window on this side. Seat forward. Seat back that way. Slide forward, back, up, down. I don't even know how to make it go down and up. Let's see. What's this? Oh, this must be a lumbar. I guess it's a lumbar. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. What that is, it's like a lens. Got the original mats in there, that's kind of cool. Very British. Oh, you know what, I did the window locks, I think. Son of a bitch. God, it's so hot. I can't even concentrate right now. Boom. All right. All right. There we go. There. There's your window up and down. La la la. Not sure if there's a thing in there or not. No, there's not. I thought there might be a cup holder built in there. Heated seats back here. God damn, this thing was expensive back in the day, I'll bet. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Air's coming out. Alright. Here's the driver rear window. Alright. I guess it. Oh, there's the pull is right here to make them go forward like that, right? You got the Harman Kardon Logic 7. Back in the day, that was like Mark Levinson type of thing, right? All right, mirrors, out, in, up, and down. Out, in, up, and down. Let's see, seat back forward, back. God, that button's already hot. The sun is killing this today. Slide forward, slide back, seat up, Seat down. All right, you got the steering wheel adjust. That's in. That's out. God, it's freaking hot. All right, let me get my seatbelt on here. I'll tell you, the AC works great. Excited to be in here. Let's see. I'm not sure how to work this thing either. There it is. Boom. I know back in the day this thing was like a space shuttle. So when I was playing with the radio,
Full dose of melatonin. This
you got the
sleep naturally and
volume
with no next
right here. Here, change the stations from the steering. Then I noticed I don't know if it's got navigation or not. So you hit this thing and it says nav min. I don't know what that means. Here's something funny, you'll like this. So you hit that and it's not a CD, that's a cassette. Holy cow, very, very odd. AC's blowing ice cold, I can assure you that. Turn the fan down, boom, boom, boom. This is the stuff I never understand. I don't get this stuff. If you hit this, I guess it raises you up. I don't know, there's a button here. Oh, I can definitely feel it moving. Look at, out the window, it's moving. That's kind of trippy. We're definitely going up. But this is where we get in trouble here. These things and that thing, you know, who knows, all right? So, put max AC on though, I know that, I want that. That's all on you guys, all right? I mean, this car is yours. There's a heated steering wheel, cruise control, right? I think that's about it, really. All right, let's go for a ride. Get my gate open here. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, this is what it'll cost you when you get here. You will pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. I better turn this down. It's like a freaking hurricane in here and you might not be able to hear me. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're going to pay is agreed upon price and that's it. There'll be no tax, there'll be no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment by wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, scan it in your online file so you'll see it immediately, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it in, all right? You will have the vehicle shipped to you. You already have the title in your mailbox before the vehicle shows up. And once it shows up, you'll take the title and the Rover to motor vehicles in your state and get plates. It's very simple. If you need help with shipping, let us know at the beginning of the transaction. We can, you know, give you a little advice, or we could do it for you. Okay, we could roll it into the price of the vehicle. Whatever you need help with, we can help. Okay. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please get your deposit in. It's a very low mile Rover. Pretty. I told you the one thing that we actually know is wrong, which is the leaky front left shock. There could be other stuff we don't know. It runs and drives great. The transmission and motor are great. Brakes are great. But all the gadgets, like I said, we don't know, and they're all yours. Please don't call us and say this doesn't work. The self-brushing your hair knob isn't working and it's not brushing my hair or whatever it does. I'll be like, well, you're on your own, buddy. You're on your own. That's what I'm going to tell you. So please don't call us bitching about a knob that doesn't work, okay? Like I said, we're going to make the price of this thing very attractive, and if it's not good enough to sell it, then we're just going to send it to the auction and it'll make a lot of money there. You know, we got very lucky. I'm not really even sure how we own this vehicle with the miles on it, but we do. And so there's really no downside. The only downside is if we get some jerk who says this knob or that knob or that knob or whatever knob doesn't work and I want to check, and you're not getting one, then we got drama. So please don't do that. All right. What else? like I can notice kind of somehow like this little readout right here. I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like, but it looks like maybe it's missing some of the readout like right in here. I'm not really sure. I don't know these cars well enough. Maybe that's what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, we try to portray these vehicles as closely as possible to, you know, perfectly accurate as we can. So if there's something wrong, I'm going to point it out. If I see it, I'm going to point it out. If I don't know how to operate something, I will tell you. And there's a lot right in here that I don't get, okay? So that's why I'm giving you that speech. I do know when a car's run and drive great, like this one, it's got a beautiful ride. This is the only strip of street in our area on these drives I do with the vehicles that is actually decent pavement. When I make a right turn, we're basically four-wheeling, so you get a pretty good idea of what an average Tucson street looks like and what this thing drives on Bolivian pavement. Anyway, last part of every video I say the same thing. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have a lounge to hang out in. We don't have a beautiful location. You saw where we pulled out of. We don't have a lot of things that you have to pay for when you buy a vehicle at the auto mall. So the price is lower, okay? We're brutally honest. CARFAX, title, everything we know, you know. So you can make a good decision, because the one thing that they will do that we will not do for sure is write you a check for something that's broken. That'll never happen, okay? So if you need the you know, warm fuzzy feeling of getting a check if, I don't know, if this doesn't work, like this window decides not to work and it's, you know, $9,000 for a window switch, you're not getting a window switch from us. You're gonna buy it yourself, okay? We have 3 people working with all these vehicles out here. We don't have time or money to deal with that, okay? And we're not going to. So if you need that big hug, it ain't coming from us, okay? I think it's got parking sensors too. So maybe I should test the parking sensors, huh? Let's see, if we go towards this, I don't know if I can get close enough or not. Yep, there they go. Parking sensors work. Anyway, I like this car. I think it's cool. For the price, it's real cool. Anyway, thank you for your time.